According to sources approved by sources to NBC News with direct knowledge, Judge Wagner will sentence November 26, 2024, if necessary. So it is going to be adjourned until November 26, 2024. Obviously, that is a couple of weeks, several weeks after the election. Your reaction and how important that might be, Lisa?
You know, I'm not entirely surprised that Judge Merchan did that, Chris, for a few reasons. First, Judge Merchan isn't scheduled to rule on Trump's motion to set aside that verdict for evidentiary errors stemming from the presidential immunity decision by the Supreme Court until September 16th. And his lawyers made the argument that if sentencing was only 2 days later, they didn't have enough time to secure relief from either a state or federal appellate court between the 16th and the 18th. That effectively only gave them a day. The other reason that I'm not surprised is that the Manhattan DA itself didn't oppose the request. They gave Judge Merchan essentially a list of pros and cons, but said at the end of the day, the decision was his, that they believed that former President Trump should be sentenced expeditiously in the interest of justice, but they understood that there were factors that might weigh against going immediately to his sentencing. So I'm not surprised that Judge Merchan has now delayed the sentencing until after the election. But note also that he has made the sentencing proceeding still scheduled for 2024 and amply before the end of the year. That means that former President Trump could be facing a sentencing between his November election, should he win that November election, and his inauguration in January. Or conversely, if he loses, Judge Merchan may have made the calculation, no harm, no foul. The same sentence that I would have given him in September, I can give this man now again in November. So I think this is what many legal experts concluded would happen, particularly after the Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, and his team told the judge that they didn't really oppose the request by the former president's team to stay sentencing proceedings here, Chris.